Just big boned it.
It looked like it's cute.
Just go.
These are my soccer muscles.
Just get them lean soccer muscles.
I got soccer muscles.
Look at these
guys.
soccer muscles, guys.
Guys, been running so hard for
You
these
want
muscles.
to feel that hard muscle right there?
Why is this so loud?
It's on the computer. He could adjust the audio on the computer though. You can turn it up, turn it down. No? But he could pause it.
You implying something?
Is this like our intro music?
Yeah.
The Cole Wetzel
Cole Wetzel.
intro.
You're now watching another Truth Disorder podcast. Welcome back.
What does this button do?
What do I do with my hands, Ricky? Ricky, put your hands down, Ricky.
Do it twice in a row.
I might be a DJ after this.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on. We need John Hanson's laugh on one of these. Guys, there you go. Okay, so G's clap. Yeah, I mean it's pretty standard stuff there.
Yeah.
Make it stop.
Interesting. You just got to
like
hit
it.
it again.
Yep, that's what she said. What?
Just tap it one more time. Tap it.
All right, inappropriate. So,
And on that note, welcome back to another episode of Truth Disorder,
And
number
yes.
3.
So can I give you some feedback that I got from a friend of mine that watched our podcast? Mm-hmm. He said, if you want to expand your outreach, do your best to keep it PG-13 at worst. And he's got a pretty successful streaming situation on Kick, Twitch, you know. And I was like, damn, bro.
So in other words,
I don't want you to tell me that, but
beep. No more beep, beep, beep.
I mean, we could beep it.
We could beep it.
Yeah,
Beep it.
Just beep it.
just beep it.
Sounds like a song.
Just beep it. Just beep it.
No.
Nobody wants to beep it.
So before we came on the air, we were watching Gary sing his famous song.
Can you airdrop that to me?
I already sent it to you.
Can you airdrop like to my
Yeah.
iPad?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
And as quickly as it got stuck in my head and I was singing it, it's gone.
Is it gone?
It's gone.
Well, let's bring it back.
I'm a creep.
So did we figure
That's
out how
nice.
to mirror on this? Or, sorry, guys, we're just
Yeah,
troubleshooting like some amateurs.
You could open up your iPad Bluetooth settings there, sir, and go ahead and connect.
Your airdrop is off, stupid.
That's a cat.
To the, I think it's the Office TV or Roku TV, Philips TV. Or hold on.
Oh, receiving for 10 minutes. Drop that. Dum-da-dum. So you said Bluetooth settings? Accept.
Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
Do it harder, Daddy.
Okay. See, now we're rated R. Getting kicked.
Tara's like, what?
Here we go.
I wish I was special. But I'm a weirdo.
Wait, that's not the words. That's why I karaoke, because I have bad memory.
I was telling Tara a story before we started here, and I was telling her we used to go to a place up in, so this is in Washington. If you're in Richland, Washington, you'll know the place that I'm talking about, but there was a kind of a speakeasy, but it was a Chinese restaurant that after 7 p.m. they opened up the back bar, as they like to call it.
Hell yeah.
So to get access to the back bar, you had to go through this alleyway.
Nope.
It was part of the old Richland, and it had basically like a movie theater that was built there that went out of order or whatever, and they turned it into a bunch of things like a big shopping center. But you went through the middle of this, through the alley, to get into the kitchen, through the kitchen and into kind of the back bar, as they called it. And it was crazy because after 7 they turned it into karaoke.
Sick.
But we and several lender partners used to go and pretty much clear the bar, as we would
That's
like
sick.
to say, because none of us could sing. And after about 3 or 4 shots, it's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm freaking some George Strait, baby. Put some honk tonk back on that jukebox.
It's those
Prime
little-
time for karaoke right after
Yeah,
happy
man.
hour.
After
Yeah.
happy hour.
Golly.
I prefer the karaoke in like the
Pick it
Airstream
up again.
bands or something like that. It won't stay.
Oh, jeez. I'd say something, but I don't want to say it.
Good job. We're learning. We're professionals.
I literally. Okay, sweet. I am pretty tall too.
First timer.
Anyway,
Got first timer over here.
Yeah, just
First
FYI,
time.
guys,
First timer
if you're
refil.
watching the Truth Disorder podcast, Tara is like 6'3"
About.
I'm not.
Yeah.
in heels
Yeah. Maybe 5'9.5".
on a good day.
Oh.
Anyway.
Press that pair.
Press that
pair.
Press the OK
that
button.
pair.
Here we go.
You figured it out.
He's a creep.
Now what? So
Now you can just play. You should be able to play
Cat.
from there. Is he gonna do it?
I mean, it's not mirroring anything. Wait, mirror?
Did it not take?
It did not take.
Do we got to run it back? Yo, DJ, play that back.
There's got to be like, is there like an input situation?
Uh,
Oh, this is a Google TV.
screen picture. Oh, here we go. Input. Input. Oops.
Unlock. Well, that's whack. Okay, well,
All right, back to the.
we'll figure
about the
this out.
Bluetooth?
We're
Oh, here we
yeah.
go. There's an input button here, so that's HDMI. Composite.
No, it would not be composite.
Yeah, no, we're not hardwired into the TV.
It'd be HDMI one. No, it wouldn't. That was a lie.
What are you trying to pull up there, Gary?
Nothing. I give up. Let's figure this out off air. Because now we're just super amateur. Can you tell me a little bit about why is everybody talking about Liverpool versus Tottenham?
It's one of the biggest games of the year.
Okay. I'm not a soccer guy, so tell it to me like I'm.
I will be honest. I haven't followed soccer this year very much. It's been too busy in the other avenues.
I hear you.
But go ahead and click that button and tell us what that first top article is.
So Liverpool versus Tottenham is going crazy. You know what? I'm not even going to do that because I can't even have the excitement to talk about soccer because I don't care about soccer. If it's if it's not prime Cristiano Ronaldo or prime Lionel Messi or even washed up Lionel Messi in Miami, I don't really care. Or
Well-
Zinedine Zidane headbutting someone in the chest on the biggest world stage. I'm all about that.
So okay, now that I look at this, it's the EFL Cup, which is the English Football League Cup, and it's 2-0 in the semifinal leg with Liverpool up by 1. So it's a pretty big game.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Mohamed Salah. Salah. It's so crazy. You go to like European, like these countries, not European, but like these other countries that
Right.
actually have soccer, and their fans have chants for like each individual player.
Really?
It's gnarly.
Yep.
Like I was watching a YouTube video of I'm getting feedback. I think it's from that.
Hell yeah.
Maybe just a little bit.
All right. Nope.
Is the volume all the way down on it? On the
Okay.
weird.
Is this still happening?
Yeah.
See if it was mine.
Now it's gone.
And it's gone.
And we're back. But yeah, they have these like individual chants, and we're back. Is it my phone?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But they have these individual chants for these players, which is pretty gnarly.
So how about let's reopen Truth Disorder now, clip out the first 20 minutes of
Cut.
video that we did. All right. So we are back at Truth Disorder after a 2-week hiatus. I don't know about y'all's family, but my family got hit with the new pandemic, whatever it is.
The
Yeah.
flu-demic.
Sure.
Pandemic.
Yeah. I
You
was,
had the bird flu.
I was out of commission for like a solid 9 days.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And we were just all together, and you dodged it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten sick.
Yeah. She's,
Yeah,
nothing.
she's the only runner here.
Yeah.
So
So she runs every
she
day.
got an immune system. She runs from viruses.
She's like, oh, you need some more Tylenol, babe? Got you.
Gotcha.
Let me just go power clean and do some
I'm gonna
squats.
go run to CVS.
I'm gonna run my ass to CVS.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to CVS.
Run my butt.
My
See,
butt.
that still doesn't sound good in just a weird context.
Do you run? You run every day?
Yeah, I try to. I mean, not every day, like 4 or 5 days a week.
She's like, I run a 5K every morning, you know, the usual.
I walked up the stairs at KW Heritage today, and I was out of breath
Why did you use the stairs? There's 2 elevators.
because I was like, I can do this. Try to change my
Yeah.
mindset, but then I took the elevator down.
So here's Mohamed Salah's chant. If he's good enough for you, he's good enough for me. If he scores another few, then I'll be Muslim too. If he's good enough for you, he's good enough for me. Sitting in the mosque, that's where I want to be. Mo Salah la la la.
That is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, then he has one that says Mohamed Salah, gift from Allah. He came from Roma to Liverpool. He's always scoring. It's almost boring. So please don't take Mohamed away. Sha la 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 la.
I don't love it.
That I mean, it's kind of borderline like PG. Like it says some skeptical things in there.
Yeah. You know what I'm skeptical about? Bless you.
Thank you.
Elon
Gesundheit, salud.
I
Elon
think I
turned
sneeze
on
on every podcast that we have.
Elon turned on a supercomputer.
Okay, can I get some more insight on that? Because like I saw that this was trending, but I neglected to read more about it. So
That's an American problem. It's not just you. Don't worry.
I want to know everything, but I don't want
Yeah.
to read it.
Did you see him at the inauguration?
Yes.
Like, did you see him behind Barron Trump? Barron Trump's like giving him the side eye, and
Yeah.
Elon's back there like, like double fisted, just back there like shaking.
The designated drunk and the designated driver, just complete opposites.
There were so many memes floating around of him
so funny
about that.
Yeah.
I was watching a interview, and I believe it was Trump was talking today, actually, and he was speaking about like everything going on in California and the devastation and stuff. And he's like, California is just like one of the wealthiest places. And then he kind of paused for a second because I don't know that he wanted to say the next statement that was written for him because it was like the poor people, like the way he started. He goes and he stopped. He goes, the low income families. It had this affected them, it would have been a different story. We would have batted an eye at it and brushed it under the rug. And I was like, I looked at my wife and I go, you know why he said that? Because that's perfect clipping content
Taken
right
out
there.
of content. Yeah, and
They're gonna clip it, like structure it, and format it into a different sequence, and it's gonna sound like he said something that he didn't say.
And
Yeah.
that was the big deal with the first term, I feel like, also because it's smart that he's actually paying attention to what he's saying now,
Yeah.
right? I could never do that. There's only so much limiting. Like I would have just said the pores,
Yeah.
But the fact that he's actually keeping an eye on that, so people can't, find more reasons to hate on him, regardless of, what side you're on. It's just probably pretty good to, err on the side of caution there.
Yeah.
With your words.
No, I mean, that was one of my biggest pet peeves. Like during his first administration was like, hey, dude,
No filter.
no filter. Which at first I liked, but then it got to a point where it's like, all right,
It
dude,
was
you
abrasive,
won.
yeah.
Like you need to just like it's like that one buddy that gets drunk and sings "I'm a creep," and then just puts it on repeat.
Well, since we cut out the first,
I'm just joking. I'm just giving you cred there, Gary.
no,
but-
it's fine.
But you understand. It's like
I wanna hear
it's
it
like
again.
the one friend that just doesn't shut up, right?
Yeah.
Like just
like this.
You're so fucking special. I wish I was special.
I still remember the words.
But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
He didn't open his eyes for 3 straight minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't fall
He
off
was
the
in his
stage.
bag.
I was in my soul.
Was that a direct to
Speaking from
TV
the
advertisement
soul.
that I just watched there?
I think
Speaking of
so.
TV advertisements, I got a new job.
I heard.
Yeah.
You want to plug it?
Shameless plug. Absolutely. Life-changing offer. Had to
So
take
wait, no
it.
more title.
No more title.
Dun dun.
Yeah, it was-
You left Tara to hang dry.
Bittersweet, heartbreaking conversations and just a week of just like sadness. I literally.
So you got the flu. You came back and was like, "Screw it! I'm quitting my job and starting a new job."
Not really with that energy, but yeah, no, it was after my last day. I literally was home feeling like I just broke up with somebody.
Yeah.
Like I was literally grieving for
It
like the
sucks.
weekend. Yeah, it was weird
really
because
does.
most of the time I just get fired and it's like, screw you guys, right? But like with this one, like we left when I was on a high, right? Like
You gonna fire me? All right, flip the table over, throw the bottle against the wall, like screw you, double birds out the front door. Right?
Yeah, this was a total change of pace. So I was approached by Chris Marty, who had a killer year in 2024.
Still killing it.
Still killing it, right, with Housify and whatnot. So he made some good money. He was finally able to put some money into this app that he's been developing for 5 years. And
Yeah.
basically what it does is it protects the realtor relationships with the client while also showcasing a lot of new construction, all the new construction,
Right.
hopefully. We got 15 builders on board right now. We have a builder quality control system that makes sure that all listings are always updated. And we have another 8 builders on the hook that we're planning to bring on. So we're trying to be what Zillow isn't.
Zillow. What's Zillow?
Man,
Gosh.
yeah,
They're like old news.
Yeah.
they are AOL.
It's like that old X that just, as you're scrolling, just keeps continuing to pop
Just
in.
popping up. Yeah.
Just
If I had to put
She's
like
everywhere.
if
Gosh, I keep hiding you, but you keep showing up. What the freak?
if I had to elevator pitch a metaphor in short, Zillow is AOL and New Home Buddy is Starlink for new construction.
Dang. So Chris Marty, Elon Musk.
Yeah, that would make him Elon.
That would make
100%.
him Elon.
The man is quite honestly a savant. And I never knew anything about him, but the things that I've heard through other people in the meantime, I even heard a phone call where a lady was calling him and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's going to change the game." And my husband, old white lady, obviously, she's super cool. And she's like, my husband was like, "Well, why is this awesome?" And she's like, "Oh, well, it's awesome because of these 3 things. It protects the agents and yada yada. It's fast, efficient. It's everything Zillow and MLS aren't. I'm tired of going on shift talk and going on there and getting PM by a million different new construction people. I just go blah, 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 blah. And people don't understand, Chris. I've known you for like almost a decade and you got one of the best servant hearts I've ever blah, 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 blah." And I'm just like, oh, that's cool to hear, right? Like
Yeah.
that wasn't like a manufactured moment. And just to kind of hear that like that's the team I'm on now.
Yeah.
Is,
No,
because I
you're-
was really
you're-
scared of the culture shift of leaving,
Yeah.
the last company. Absolutely adore everybody there. Love her. They're all family. Tara's family, Mandy's family, Michelle's family, Gracie's family, Autumn was family.
Peace and love. Peace.
Lauren's
Autumn.
family.
God,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
She's a Cali girl again.
So we actually have
We
a
love her,
girl.
Autumn.
We have a girl in our office. Her name is Emily,
Mm-hmm.
and she burnt ramen noodles. She didn't put water in the
This
noodles.
is such a good story.
Wait, this is a Succession?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
She's just an assistant, so
Almost
she's
set
yeah. She set like
She
the
almost set the
microwave was
break
set on
room on
fire.
fire.
It was
Like smoke alarm going.
set,
beep.
it was like it
No.
stunk for
Yeah, she did like the Insta ramen noodles, put them in the microwave, but forgot to add water. So Mandy,
snap.
the seldom times that Mandy is in the office because she's appointment,
Mm-hmm.
always at appointments. She comes in the office and she's like, "What is that smell?" And she walks in the break room,
awful.
and there's just like steam, smoke coming out of the microwave.
Wow.
So her nickname is now Noodles.
Yeah, we call her Noodles. Yeah. She's in my phone as Noodles.
Yo, noodles.
Yeah.
I mean, my gamer tag was earn the burn.
Earn the
I
burn.
like Earn the Burn.
Earn the
I like
Burn.
Ernie too.
Ernie.
Yeah.
You got to say it like that
Big
nasally.
Earn.
Ernie. Now it's developed into, it went from Ernie to Earn the Burn.
Love
now
it.
it's just like, what's up, E?
Earn the burn
I
sounds
like
like,
E.
I like E.
Easy
bad
E.
life choices.
Yeah, I'm growing up in life here with these with these titles, you know.
Anyway, full
but
circle
that's-
back to what you were saying. I'm super happy for you. Just so if I
Appreciate
can
it.
add this in, yeah, everybody at the Succession team is happy for you. You get to combine.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, come on.
First timer. Sorry, guys.
You get to combine your 2 strengths, tech and title, and
Mm-hmm.
marry them together, and you've still got an impeccable CRM.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna kill it.
It's
I hope
very
guys
thank you.
kill it.
We're
You're
getting a
gonna
lot
crush
of
it.
really great responses.
Well-
I can't wait to show it to you
Yeah.
because you're a huge nerd like me, or at least closeted.
I mean, some of my neighbors
He's not a closet nerd.
call me the super nerd, but
Yeah.
but no, I mean, on topic with
Nerdy
new,
Ernie.
with new home buddy,
Nerdy.
nerdy Ernie, nerdy.
Nerd.
Ernie is super nerd. I'm gonna get a shirt made like that, and that's gonna be our intro. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like,
It's gonna be a fly fishing shirt.
Thinking you as an Ernie, you're like the Hispanic Urkel. Like that's what I think.
I'm like,
That's awful. I don't.
Did I do that? Did I do that? But New Home Buddy, I'm glad that they have actually come to the market now. That's freaking awesome, because one of my biggest pet peeves, and I've lost people to this, is because they go into like a new home community and, oh, we're not going to give you this because you have representation, right? Like the whole code of ethics things go out the window when we're talking about new home sales reps.
Yep.
Because most of them don't or are not held to a realtor standard, which sucks because it puts new home construction and makes realtors have kind of like this gridlock head to head. Like, I'm not going to
There's a tension.
Like, I'm not going to send anybody your home list
Yep.
because I'm in fear that you're going to take them.
And
It's like
here's
Lennar's too. They pay 1%, so realtors are like, skirt.
I mean, they came back up to like 6%, but
yeah.
they're like on a roller coaster.
I
It's
know.
like one day we're gonna pay you 6%, and the next day, like, hey, we need to move some units. You're gonna get paid 10%.
Hey, lock
And
in
then
your
it's
rate.
like
Lock
the
in your
next
rate.
day it could be like, hey, we don't need you guys. Screw you. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need realtors.
And we realize that the money talks, and that's what I really love about the opportunity with this, because we have like a different view for the client. It's not client facing.
Right.
Only the realtor and the builders can access it. So when they send the Save Search out to the client will not be able to see what the realtor commission is going to be. The realtor commission can see what the realtor can see what the realtor commission is, because the builders make that available to them. But they can see the incentives. You send out the search, and then you just kind of jump in. And dude, like my mom can't even use Zillow, but
Yeah.
she can use this.
See, simple.
Yeah, it's
And
just
that's
so
what it
crazy
needs to be.
simple.
Yeah. I think I watched some videos on it. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, like the heat maps and the indexing of how the maps are laid out with communities is pretty sweet, because historically, like, you go to Zillow and it's like 9 like bullet points or pin drops.
It's so
all in like
it's-
one area.
Yeah.
And it's just so cluttered, so much
Convoluted.
chaos. Like,
Exactly.
you click one, and I like that. And I think you can get like floor plans and stuff like that off
You
of
get
them,
floor
which is pretty cool.
plans. That's proprietary filters.
Yeah.
So you're going to get filters on them that you're not going to be able to get on MLS. Or you're not going to be able to get
Yeah.
on Zillow. Another really cool thing is that once we open Austin, once we open Dallas, once we open Houston, now the agent will be able to send searches in those cities. If, say, somebody's listing here and moving to one of those cities, they won't need access to their board of realtors, because it's completely dependent on builder and function.
Right.
And
All off market.
all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everything, like inventory, current builds, and we have what's really cool about it, we're tracking the advanced sales metrics, right? So we're able to take to these builders in other markets, like, hey, this is how much more business these companies did by, leveraging New Home Buddy. And then that's where we're going to start generating revenue.
Nice.
Because they're going to see that value. But right now, dude, it's crazy, because it's like he's not making money off of it.
Yeah.
He's going strictly off proof of concept. And so
I have
Well-
breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Like, literally just came in. Can I get a drum roll? Is there one over there?
Tara got a raise.
dang it. It did it again.
I mean, it's all right. Okay, so breaking news, y'all.
Oh, there you go.
This just in, TDI lowers title insurance rates, saving homebuyers money. 10% reduction will take effect later this year. So a lot of people probably don't know this, but they did just roll out some of the endorsement increases on some of the policies. And there's been talks about, the rates lowering. So the Texas Department of Insurance finally did it. It'll take effect later this year. And those haven't changed since like 2011.
Right.
It's
been
been
long
a
time.
minute.
Yep.
So
That's crazy.
stay tuned for more contact.
Yeah, that's wild for title.
It is.
It is. I mean, it's good that Title's doing that and TDI's doing that, because, I mean, feds are not doing anything with rates or branding anything with rates anytime soon.
Great
so.
for realtors, great for clients, bad for
Title.
Title.
Yeah, so the person that just made us aware about it was our ops manager. Verbatim, she emailed, "What the hell?" in all caps with an exclamation point.
So basically, it's going to be 90% of what it is now.
Yeah.
Okay. So no
Crazy.
longer 1% of the closing price, 0.9% of the closing price.
Yep.
Good for client,
Good for clients.
Bad for title.
bad for title. No more money.
Well,
Well, I mean, I think
I'm-
Workday laid off like 1,700 people. So,
who did?
Workday,
When was this?
What's a workday?
It's like a.
It sounded like Peter Griffin there for a second. Plug it.
When you said California earlier, you sounded like Arnold.
That's not John Hanson. Sorry, I'm so practicing.
I'm surprised he hasn't popped in here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
He's gonna watch this and be like, "Screw you guys.
Screw you guys.
We love you, John.
Next week.
Love you. Much respect."
Yeah, love you, John. I'm a creep.
But I mean, the housing market. Speaking of which, is it's a roller coaster right now, for sure.
You know what is moving?
New construction.
New construction,
Yeah,
baby.
You know what you need, New Home Buddy. Go ahead and click the link down below.
Click
Create
the
your
li-
free account if you're a realtor.
Damn right.
Austin's back in multiple offers.
I know. What's cool though is like my wife owns that post business.
How's that
San
going?
Antonio SA Post Pros. If you're looking for real estate sign installation, sign print, go ahead and give Amy a call. 210-305-7602.
Yep.
Only shameless plug. She is getting business left and right. I mean,
awesome.
it's so crazy. Like, I was a real estate agent of Washington, and I don't really do too much real estate down here. I do quite a bit, but I don't do as much as I did up there because my primary focus is in software right now. There's some things that I'm working with. One of the biggest real estate CRMs in the nation that we're doing. We're building some stuff for them, which you and I need to talk about with New Home Buddy and probably Chris Marty. So, but she is getting business. I mean, in Washington, no agent ever really installed their own post. They used to back in like 2014, 15. What happened was they started hitting gas lines, they started hitting utilities because they weren't actually calling utilities. And Washington state legislation came down on all the brokerages up in Washington and basically said if you're not licensed and insured to be doing that scope of work, you cannot be performing those actions on those
Smart.
homeowners' properties to protect the integrity of the property. Well, a lot of brokerages were like, screw that, we're not adding another thing. And, you know, we have to have liability on all of our agents within our office. They're all 1099s. It's just a cluster. So a lot of these real estate sign installation companies started popping up all over the place. So I personally never had to install my own sign because I paid somebody to do it.
Nice.
It's a benefit. It makes you look way more professional than if you're out there with, you know, your high heels on and a skirt, and I mean, not me, but
Maybe in Washington.
maybe, you never know. But
Let that flag fly.
But I was kind of amazed and taken back a little bit that we didn't have a service like that here in Washington and or in Texas. And my wife was like, "I'm going to do it." I said, "Go for it."
Sick.
And she did. And she has over 82 offices that she services now with over 169 agents and doing about 150 plus installs a month. So
Wow.
So she doesn't sleep.
she doesn't sleep. So if you're looking for a job, hit up sapostpros.com, submit your job application because she
I
will
have
be
a
hiring.
quick question. So they'll go and pick up the sign after it closed in funds, right?
Yeah, so what she does is she'll go out, install the sign, pick up the sign, store the sign. So for basically $90, you get a 6-foot white colonial post with solar lights and an optional flyer box attached to the post. That includes the mileage, her time to actually go out there and install it. So if agents truly understand how to operate a business, time is money. If you're going from the north side of San Antonio all the way to Alamo Ranch and spending 2 hours going to install your real estate sign, there probably are a lot more productive things that you could be doing to make or tripling what you're going to spend to go put your sign in the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not to mention it helps with curb appeal. Like the house that was for list for the longest time right next to mine was zip tied.
Yeah.
It's like a bandit zip tied sign.
Oh wow, it's crazy some of the things that she's pulled up to, and I mean, she's like, should I call this agent because their post is like literally about to fall over. Nice that it's catching on, but if you're gonna do it right. Don't disappoint your sellers. Don't have your post hitting the ground or anything like that. So for $90, she does the install, the removal, and she stores your sign. She does a sign restore every time it comes back. So she actually has a non-abrasive cleaner, non-grease. It's a pretty much grease-free and it's eco-free. She wipes down all the signs and everything so that they don't have bird poop.
It's
and
an investment.
It is. It's an investment in your business. You pay for photography. You pay for pre-inspections if you do them. You pay for your CRM. You pay for advertising. Most likely you don't run your own advertising. So why would you install your own sign?
Yeah.
Let's get away from those traditional practices where agents were taking their photos their own photos with their phone. Those were like the Wild West days. You'd
There's
see
still a
like the
couple of
agent in there,
There's still a
like in the
couple.
mirror.
Residential rentals are the worst about doing that.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, they're making like $200, so I
Yeah.
understand that.
And seeing the person like taking a picture like in the background
Yeah.
or in the bathroom, I'm like, it makes me want to throw up.
And there's no shame if that's your deal. That's your deal. But if you really want to,
I'm judging you. Clean it up.
if you really want to stand out, like have a professional service. In Washington, for example, I had a I'm going to give my bread and butter here away, but
Let's do it.
when I rolled out the red carpet, I rolled out the red carpet. So went to a listing presentation, won the listing. I said, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, by the way, my movers and some preferred movers are going to stop by, hand off my clear to clutter package. It's 10 large boxes, 10 medium boxes, 10 small boxes, 10 pounds of packing paper, and 3 rolls of tape for you to start actually clearing some of that clutter that we discussed that you need to, get out of the way before we have some showings.
Yeah.
And Beacons Northwest, shout out, they would actually roll out a red carpet, put on their little booties,
People
walk
love those red carpets,
and
man.
my sellers would call me and be like, holy crap, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you literally have this entire service, like, laid out. It's not you coming in here helping us pack our crap and, doing it. Although there is a relationship building opportunity there, it's not something that you probably should be doing if you want to be building a bigger business.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, time is money.
it's a good touch though. Like
Yeah.
one of my buyer's agents, obviously primarily works with buyers. One of her closing gifts that she does is she will hire a photographer for like an hour to go to the house and take like welcome, new home buyer
Yeah.
pictures, like welcome home kind of thing, and they just turn out so good.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd have the movers show up, and then I'd be like, oh, by the way, on Thursday, photography is going to show up. But between the movers showing up, photography showing up, my cleaners are coming in. They're going to deep clean your house, clean your oven, make sure everything's spotless, no streaks on the windows. They're going to do that in between then. And then we're going to go ahead and list your house on this day. And it was like an entire service. So movers, cleaners, photography, sign installers. It felt like a process.
Like a team.
Exactly. And they loved it. And I don't see anybody down here do that.
Yeah, it needs to
No.
be a full-on concierge experience. Buying and selling a home is a huge chapter in someone's life. It's actually
Right.
what I got entitled in the first place because I had 2 awful experiences closing as a buyer. 2
Right.
of them, but like bad.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't want to equivalent it to buying a car, but when you buy a car, you go in, you're greeted by somebody at a front desk. Hey, how can I help you? Are you here looking to purchase a vehicle? Yes, I am. Okay, let me go ahead and get you a sales rep. Go ahead and sit down, have a complimentary bottle of water. Sales rep comes out, lets you test drive the car. Hey, I'm going to go get the finance manager. Finance manager comes out.
Yep.
Add-ons manager comes out. Like, it's a process,
It is.
right? It's not a sales rep sitting in the front like, hey, come on, I'm going to buy you. Like, you want to buy a car? Here, fill out this application. Like, I'm going to do everything for you. Like,
That's kind of the biggest part in sales that I've noticed, that if you turn everything into an experience instead of a process, and you come with that mindset to any meeting that you're actually going to, you're going to convey a servant's heart, and you're going to connect with that person on a much more deep spiritual level. And that's where you build those bonds. That's where you're going to stabilize, keep those bridges stable. You're going to grow your business because then the word gets out that you're more than just a salesperson.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a human being, and everything that with you is an experience. So like whether you're like actually closing, every interaction really matters. I really kind of underestimated the impact of that, because once you actually get into relationships and you take accountability and responsibility for those relationships, whether it be your wife, your kids, your mom, your dad, whoever that walks into your life, if you just started off with a smile, I tend to find myself, getting complacent in that regard. When I walk in the door, I just want to reset my energy, and usually my energy, like, I'm happy to hug my kids and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but it's a little too genuine. Like, I really need to lock in when I get home too, to bring that smile when I come home. You know what I'm saying? Bring
Absolutely.
that joyful version of myself, instead of just like bringing, that different face to clients and not being so transactional. Coming home, bringing that value as a human being. You know what I mean? So
Well,
that's
that-
my soapbox for energies and just
I mean,
experiences.
that's like spot on, because like
Appreciate it.
That's
what
why
I
your daughter's calling you chunky. 'cause
Chunky.
you-
Yeah.
you
I love
all
it, man.
grumpy when you
Fat
get home.
shit.
She did that to me today,
What
man.
does she call you, chunkers?
She walked. Yeah,
She's
she
like,
does.
I feel
she-
chunky right now. My
she
chair their
that too.
hydraulic is broken or something because I keep going
After
down.
karaoke, I went to Whataburger and I bought like 6 breakfast on a buns, 2 breakfast burgers.
It had to be the
sweet
jalapeno
and
breakfast on the
spicy
bun.
bacon burger. Like I went in 2 country gravies.
And you're just like, oh, no.
dude, freaking Bradley at Whataburger, the to-go guy.
chachi.
Shout out Brad. Brad gave me a Mexican hot chocolate shake for free.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Brad, great. I told you we're gonna remember each other. I'm gonna see you someday. I'm always gonna remember that. So yeah, actually, we're talking about just some big flexes in our life.
Yeah.
Tara, what you got? What's your talent?
She
I'm
has
so
some-
sorry.
What's your talent?
I just had to text one of my coworkers because we got Whataburger this morning because I didn't eat last night after the karaoke bar.
Oh, no.
And we
Snap.
got honey butter chicken biscuits, but I left them in the fridge.
That's-
Oh snap! You better
I'm,
go
like,
back and get them.
devastated.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm devastated.
So I asked that, and it reminds me of this guy.
Because I'm
Talent. What's your talent, you ugly piece of?
Okay, stop. Hey, look at me.
Let's
Look
see
at
your
me.
talent.
No, hey.
This
hey.
is like the stepdad and the
No,
stepson.
you need to look at me.
Like rebelling.
That needs to be a meme.
Pretty sure
That is
Look
a
at me.
real. That is
Hey,
a
look at me.
realtor meme right there.
That's Mr. Sexy
That
Vegan.
is how you win listings when the seller asks you what makes you different.
What's your talent?
What's your talent?
Piece of shit.
Sit out.
Going back to the
Show me your talent.
Going back to the soapbox though, is like what's so crazy is like when I put that process together and actually saw it come to fruition, it became more meaningful the times that I was actually with the seller versus me being a servant to the actual seller.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Right? Like it those times that I was going by, I wasn't going by to like take them moving boxes. I wasn't going by to hang out with like a photographer or take my own photos and move all the crap around. Like it was me going to deliver value to them by maybe a pop by or see how things are going. Hey, just want to stop by, make sure the house is still in order, make sure you guys don't need anything, which made a more meaningful impact than me trying to do every one of those pieces of that process by myself.
Yeah, they say there's a 12-step process, and you have to go through that at least once before you start getting a deal from somebody.
Right.
So just kind of staying top of mind. I've been trying to avoid automating my relationships, right? And that's why I got off Facebook the first time, because I just realized like most of my conversations started with like, "Oh yeah, did you see on Facebook?" ...
Not to also say that Facebook's trying to cause some ruckus in relationships right now. That algorithm, I don't know why I'm stuck in this algorithm, but I'm stuck in an algorithm with a bunch of dudes who are like, why am I seeing this on my feed? How come everything's about boobs and butts? Like, I'm like, dude, I need to get out of this. Like, I don't know how I got stuck in this.
So my algorithm has I don't know, definitely not somewhere in that East Asian culture. She's out in the woods. She'll throw like 50 frogs into a burning bowl and then cook them alive, and then she'll pour ice over them and soda.
What are you
and
watching
boil
over there,
it.
Gary?
Hey, dude, I don't know how I ended up in that rabbit hole, but
That is so weird.
yeah, it is. My algorithm is,
The algorithm is jacked up as of lately. It's
Maybe.
got some pretty crazy stuff going
it's like trying to jack us up.
It's trying to cause issues in our relationships, Gary.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like,
But I mean, her post business taking off. Like it's flying.
yeah, I'm going through stories on Facebook, and then it's like random girl in thong. What are you doing?
They want you to engage, and once you engage, your feed will be ruined, and
Yeah.
so will probably your marital status.
Right. Yeah. It's like, are you looking at butt cheeks?
Unless they're into those kind of things, you know. But
Yeah. My wife don't cook.
she
Cooks.
cut that. Cut.
She don't cook.
So, but I mean, tariffs. Tariffs.
Tariffs. Are you talking about like with Canada?
Tariffs.
I love how Trudeau's like, oh yeah, you're gonna tariff us, then we are going to, we might fight, maybe. But whatever we do, it's going to be aggressive. I don't know why it sounds like Trump. but
Whatever we do, it's gonna be aggressive.
whatever we do,
It's
No, a
gonna
little
be
bit Arabic.
huge.
He's huge.
It's huge.
Huge. Was it Italian?
I don't know. He does it like this. It's something like this.
Yeah.
I think that's what he does. how quickly that backfired on him, though, right? Because we went from one day of Trump being like, I'm going to impose tariffs on Mexico and Canada, and they're going to start at 25%, and they're only going to grow and get worse for them until they, give us what we want, and blah, 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 blah. And Canada, Trudeau retaliated by, like, being like, no, we will not abide by Trump's tariffs, blah, 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 blah. In fact, it's so funny because I have a lot of friends that are Democrats, unfortunately, but they're like, posting this stuff and they're like, oh, the backfired on you. Inflation's going to get messed up because we don't have mac and cheese because mac and cheese is made in Canada and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah. And then the next day, the Mexico president comes out and is like, I had a great conversation with Mr. Trump, and needless to say, those tariffs aren't going to impact us, and we're no longer going to have them, and blah, blah. And then Trudeau came out. But what's funny is I thought Trudeau stepped down. I thought he resigned.
Yeah, it was something like that.
But he's still...
Yeah, but he's still, like, in power somehow.
Resigned.
I don't understand Parliament.
So he's like the Biden being controlled by Obama from his... you know what? Wait, maybe I shouldn't say that. We might get filtered.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know
That's
where
fine.
I was going.
Yeah.
Little puppet master.
Yeah, no, there's a puppet master for everybody. How about that? So did y'all see today students are protesting?
When aren't students protesting? Did you see a 10-year-old in Seguin took a bag of cocaine to school?
Nice. Was his name Tony?
In Seguin. I don't know. His 10-year-old took a bag of cocaine to school in Seguin ISD. That's all they said. That's all that was reported. Kid was detained and questioned as to where they got the bag of cocaine from.
Sheesh.
But, I mean, come on, parents. Hide that stuff.
Or don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next discussion. Don't do drugs. What is that? It's from The Waterboy. Remember The Waterboy? When he's giving
When he's
that
speaking, when he does the
yeah,
speech.
he's doing that.
I found the article. Around 500 San Antonio ISD students walked out of school in the middle of the day and made their way to the steps of City Hall to protest ICE raids in schools and President DJT's executive order to undo birthright citizenship. Here's my thing.
Ay, cabrón.
When we just wanted to skip school, we didn't want to feel important for doing it.
You didn't need to.
Yeah, it was
Probably
just,
drunk half the time.
yeah,
man.
I mean, like, well, I didn't start getting drunk till I was 17. I had peach schnapps the first time.
Peach schnapps. We used to do the four Locos.
That was your first drink?
That was my first drink.
What was
Terrace,
yours?
Probably Four Locos.
I think mine was a Bud Light. That just...
This
I mean, you
Bud's
can
for
definitely
you.
tell that I grew up in Oklahoma.
No.
You don't drink Bud Light no more, do you? I mean, because
No. Let me tell you something. I don't... That bitch.
Post Malone does.
My first sip was a PBR out of my dad's Bill Miller cup when I was
PBRs are good.
4 years
PBRs
old.
Are good.
Yeah, P-Bear is pretty good.
But I was 4. It was awful. Spit. Yeah.
Yeah. I drank 2 Bud Lights and I thought I was like drunk off my butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to the
Stumbling and
to the
stuff.
article though, I don't know how I feel about that topic.
Immigration.
I mean, I'm Mexican.